Alright, I'm back with you here to talk about William Clarke. I recently actually talked about him in a video because I was discussing some of my biggest influences, and he was certainly one of the very top influences for me on the harmonica. And somebody asked would I do a video about William Clarke's style. So really, I think it's important to talk about his influences first. If you read, I'm actually looking at the CD Baby page. CD Baby will describe in the bio a little bit about his influences. Some are really obvious. They mention Big Walter Horton, James Cotton, Junior Wells, and Sonny Boy Williamson II as harmonica players that were influential for him. But where it gets interesting is he began listening to jazz organist Jack McDuff, Jimmy McGriff, Shirley Scott, Richard Groove Holmes. So that really took his playing in a whole other direction. This is also jazz saxo. You know, it's funny. Saxophonist. I've heard it both ways. Anyway, jazz saxophonist Eddie Lockjaw Davis, Gene Ammons, Lynn Hope, Willis Jackson. So there's a lot of, obviously, I know I hear a lot of horn influence in his playing. There's three distinct styles that I think of when I think of William Clarke. One is that West Coast swing. I guess only a couple, but one is the West Coast swing, you know, that nice swing in West Coast blues, not just on the diatonic but chromatic style, which leads me to the second, which is really heavy chromatic playing, not just in the realm of blues, but also if you check out his final CD, The Hard Way, you'll hear a lot of that jazz influence and horn lines and organ influence for sure. And I guess the other thing that I think of when I think of William Clarke is, especially, I believe Serious Intentions is a good CD for to hear examples of this or a representation of this, but just his ability to play that nice, slow, dirty and then, you know, he takes such a simple line or a simple phrase but puts so much passion and articulation into everything, and he was just a master, so it just sounded so good. He had the whole complete package. He was certainly, like I said, a very big influence on me. Those are the main things that I think of that come up. And if you don't have any William Clarke in your collection, please do yourself a favor. If you're trying to play blues harmonica, go buy all of his stuff. Go buy as much as you can afford to buy. It's all really, really good. And Blowin' Like Hell was a great album. But he's got out several that were unreleased until recently. And if you start digging around, you'll find it. Perhaps I can put some links up in the video description on how to get a hold of some of the rare cuts and the rare CDs that were released. And that is my 2 cents on William Clarke. Just that, you know, obviously all these great players were influenced by more than one person, but it's just so neat to hear how they end up sounding, and you can hear those little pieces of each of those great players in his playing. And he really truly was himself, and he really was a master of the music and his instrument. So, to William Clarke, who recently would have been his birthday. So, happy birthday, William Clarke. And I'll be right back at you with another video by request from the Kickstarter page. So, hang in there for just another minute.